Welcome to Leo for Leos, the only channel on YouTube dedicated to just Leos. So it's safe to subscribe to this channel without cluttering up your subscription feed with all the other signs of the zodiac. Now, I hope you guys had a wonderful August. I'm actually going to go right into the reading right now. And let's see what is in store for Leos. Let's see what's in store for Leos, September 2018. How are my kings and queens of the zodiac? Sun, moon, rising. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is excellent. Lots of hope, lots of optimistic energy here of material wealth. This is mainly about material wealth and all of those desires and all of the manifesting you've been doing all year, and the hoping, the praying, the dreaming that you've been doing. The foundation of a great idea is happening. It's almost like hitting the lottery, you know, or getting an inheritance. But in this particular case, it's also about getting a reward for your hard work, because you've been working on something, but this is more like you've been working on something, and now you can almost see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it has a monetary value. And it could be the beginning of a business that will actually bring you a lot of rewards, a lot of financial gain, a lot of the social influence that you've been wanting, all of the things that you've been wanting to fulfill your dreams, possibly even a project at work that is going to really show off who you really are and your talents. And it's a slow moving force, but it's very, very powerful. It's very, very powerful. There's this hand is coming out of the clouds. It's a very unseen movement. And another key element to this is really understanding how to use this to your advantage. And what I mean by that is, don't just leave it up to fate to take care of everything. Push it along a little bit with a lot of that hard work that I know that you're capable of. And look at materials, read books and on your downtime, and read materials that are going to be giving you information about your field and about the things that you want to do. I feel like that's sort of going to push it along and actually make it work better for you. So these things are happening, but it will happen with your hard work as well. They don't just they can happen and your opportunity can leave, and without doing anything, you may not be able to enjoy it. So be a part of the process is what I'm saying. So now let's see what else about this. What else about the Ace of Pentacles should Leos really be looking forward to this month? What else should we be looking forward to do for September 2018? What else should we be looking forward to this month? All right, we have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles This is actually really good. Okay, so we have this person who is juggling two discs or two pentacles in an infinity loop. They seem to be calm and even dancing, if you're doing a little dance along with it. So they're doing it well. And in the background there's some waves of water, and it looks like the sea is very tumultuous. So they may be having there may be an environment of activity, but you're completely enjoying it actually, and you're doing it kind of, you're doing it with a lot of joy and a lot of a lot of jovialness. You're having a lot of fun. You're cracking jokes, and you're doing all the hard work, and you're being you're multitasking, and you're using all of your skill and balance to achieve your success, which kind of leads to a change. And this is what I'm seeing here, is that there's a lot of work here involved, but it's also stuff you enjoy doing and you like doing it. You're having fun with this. I see you dancing to music. If you are multitasking, focus on the multitasking. Does that make sense? If you're multitasking, focus on the multitasking. Don't be dissuaded by invitations to go somewhere or sidetracked, is what I'm saying. Concentrate on the things that you're working on, because I see with this particular thing an opportunity for you to show how good you are at what you do and what you enjoy doing, and a very good opportunity for that. So yeah, this is all, I guess. I'm just seeing a theme of financial growth here already with these two cards, with the two cards that I have. I mean, we've already got two pentacles, and I get so excited when I see those cards, because they are for wealth for sure. And it's kind of nice to see that, because you know that whatever you're doing professionally, you're on the right track, or you're giving it a great chance to succeed. So let's dig in deeper. I love this. What else is in store for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, for September 2018? Okay, we have the Three of Wands. Okay, the Three of Wands is so appropriate here, actually. It's almost like telling a story. Okay, so the Three of Wands, as you can see, that the person is standing in sort of a wasteland. I mean, there isn't much there, but behind him are three wands, and they're kind of accomplishments, and he's looking on, seeing what other work it is that he needs to do. It is about taking small actions towards bigger outcomes, right? He's already got he's got three. He's probably planning on having hundreds if he's really ambitious. And so if you notice that his head is slightly tilted a little bit, so he's weighing things out. And so this is really going to be a key factor, making decisions there may be some offers or some ideas that may come up. Yeah, you've got to make those decisions. If you're having trouble making decisions, just refer back to your purpose, right? I talked about purpose last month, and again, purpose is so very important, because with a purpose, making decisions are very much easier. You just pick the decisions that are in alignment with your priorities and your purpose. Okay? So let's see what else is in store for Leos in September 2018. Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, I've got the Hanged Man. Yes, okay, the Hanged Man. For some reason, when people see this Hanged Man, they think that it's not a positive card, but I think in this particular case, it is. Leo, you've been dumping things out of your life. You've been editing things from your life. You've been trying to fine-tune who you want around you, the things you want around you, the life you want. And at this point, you've been doing it pretty much all year, but it's really been intense this summer. And with this Hangman, this is the sign of a sacrifice for something, with the full knowledge and understanding that it is going to lead to something much better, much greater in value. Well, it's really interesting because the previous card was Three of Wands, where you're being asked to make a decision, or you're trying to make a decision. So the Hangman is really talking about that time period of deliberation, that point of evaluation and figuring things out. And it's kind of a period of a standstill, but this has to happen in order for you to figure out what you're going to do, and do it well. So this is a time to look through everything and organize things, so that way they make sense. If, taking a little bit longer time than usual to just go through and assess what you have and see what your tools for taking advantage of opportunities are. And I'm seeing lots of little ideas that could be made into a product. There's so many ideas in front of you. You could go here, you could go there, could go there. None of them really stand out really strongly to you as an idea that you want to jump into. That kind of thing. So just, I like this because you're going to be taking your time to get it right. If you look at the picture of the Hanged Man, he is actually, he's upside down, which is an uncomfortable position. So you're going to be uncomfortable. Possibly even tortured a little bit, because that looks very uncomfortable and torturous almost. However, if you look at his head, he's got sort of like a halo. And that is sort of the symbol for enlightenment. Perhaps being upside down is giving him this enlightenment. And that is where I feel you're going to be getting your enlightenment in life in general, is from this period of just, it's not going to last very long, but just homing in on what you're going to do for like the next 5 years, maybe 10 years. But just, it's going to be a decision that changes your life for the better. So yeah, take your time and really examine it fully. This could be the stepping stone to something really big for you. And I think that's exciting. All right, so next card for Leo. Next card for Leo. September 2018. Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, we have the Three of Pentacles. I like this card for what it means. It is the craftsman's card. This is the card for planning. This is the card for strategizing and really putting putting the finishing touches to a plan. Like the foundation is laid out. You've made your decisions and you're getting things together, and now it's time to kind of figure out how to get those things done. How to get those things done. How to get your dreams into a real place. Perhaps it's by getting resources from outside. Perhaps a collaboration, perhaps teamwork, or perhaps even getting advice from other people, or even surveying other people to get their input to what it is that you want to do. So this is a point in which you're going to stop being the asking questions from within and making decisions, and then start to ask other people, what do you think about this? This is my plan. What do you think I should do? How should I go about doing? Perhaps even getting a mentor, or getting an assistant, or getting someone, a partner, getting someone else's input on this, what you're doing and your decisions and for September. We're really going to have such a busy month of work. And I mean, who wants to, work, but it means that financial success could be on the way. And this is really exciting for us. I love this, collaborations and everything. All right, so what else is next? What else is next for Leos in 2018, the month of September? Oh, this is so exciting. I'm getting the chills. I'm getting chills. All right, the next card is the King of Cups. Now, this is actually a repeat card from last month. We got the King of Cups last month in my reading. And this time, it's a little different. King of Cups last month was to manage your emotions while the rest of there's chaos around you, and kind of come through like a king, like the king of the jungle that we are, right? So now the King of Cups this month is just a little bit different with all the decision making. Okay, so here's what this is what I'm seeing. This is the time, as much as I've been talking about decisions and asking yourself what you really want. This is more of advice to you to get in touch with your feelings even more. Like, really know them. Really know your feelings well. When something happens and you react one way, just take some time out to figure out where those feelings are coming from. Try to get to the source of them, because at the moment that you realize that you're not responding the way you really should to something is a great beacon for you to realize that you're changing and you're getting better and you're improving, and psychologically you're getting to a place of mastery, that if you can master yourself, you've done it. You've done it if you can master your own emotions. So This is about getting in touch with your feelings. It's also doing what the King of Cups does, which is he's honest. He's compassionate. He's also practical in a way of keeping the environment for his friends and family and co-workers safe, right? Even though there may be troubles out and about, he is doing what he can to do that. He's also very kind, and he listens. So try to, as you're also getting advice from other people and working with a team perhaps, and collaborating, listen. If something doesn't agree with you or the criticisms become too harsh, try to disconnect your emotional place from this. Listen to what they have to say and really consider if what they're saying may be something you need to hear. Okay? Now, what else is in store for Leos in the month of September 2018? Sun, Moon, Rising for Leos 2018. September 2018. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. This is, another pentacle. Wow, this is incredible. I'm really excited. So this is another craft card, really, because we're talking about an individual working with their head down alone and getting things done. Okay, this is absolutely great. I am so happy to see this personally, because I've been working on my own projects and trying to get things done, and I love that. I hope that, yes, this is not just working though. This is working happily working, and diligently working, and just turning a skill that you have into an actual profession, a skill that you probably didn't even, that you've always had and you've always done for free for everyone, and now you can actually make a living on this if you figure out how to do it. And I'm also seeing numbers of things, like numbers of products, or numbers of content that's piling up. So first you had 2, you had 1, you had 2, 3, 4, 5, 60, 70, 100. I'm seeing numbers. So you're doing one at a time. You're doing things one at a time, but it's building up. And now you have a chunk, right? Something kind of to admire now. You've got a nice chunk. If you look at the picture, he's working, but he's done a lot of work already. He's already done a lot of work. It's like you've been working so hard that when luck comes your way, you're ready to take advantage of it. And that's the key piece that a lot of people miss out. Oh, that person was lucky, but they're also probably ready to take advantage of that luck. I don't know about you, but there's been lots of things that I could have taken advantage of in my lifetime and did not, because I just wasn't ready, or something wasn't right, or the timing, or this is where the hard work is going to eventually meet up with luck. Yep. Let's see what's next. All right. What's next for Leo in the month of September? My last card from the Rider-Waite deck September 2018, Leo. All right, I've got the Seven of Pentacles. Oh my God, this is crazy. Oh my God, there's another pentacle. Oh my God, this is crazy. Now I'm just, oh man, this is really cool. That's all I have to say. This is really cool. All right, so this is really exciting. So this is really talking about the ideas of reaping and sowing. And so we have a farmer here who has put down the seeds to create a product here. Let's pretend that the pentacles are like grapes, and he's going and he needs to pick up the grapes, and he has to sell them, but he can't pick them up yet because they're still in the shape of pentacles. They're not actually in the shape of grapes yet. They have to get to the point where they are actually a product to sell. So they're still growing. They're not ripe yet. And this is the card that corresponds with the last one beautifully. You've got all this work that you've been working on. You've been working on all of these things, but you've been trying to get someone to see your work, you've been trying to get either notoriety or respect or somebody to buy the product, and for some reason you're at a point where you're kind of admiring what's happening, what you've done. You're kind of admiring what you've done, but at the same time there is a sense of impatience. So something is growing or developing, and you're just looking over your achievements and maybe overthinking it too much, probably. Like, I should have gotten some responses by now. And I see numbers of things, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I see numbers of things that maybe you're obsessing about the numbers, like the amount of weight you lost, or the amount of subscribers you have, or the number of followers you have, or the number of likes you're getting. Don't worry about that stuff. Don't worry about numbers for now. They're going to distract you from doing the work. So the thing is, and at this point in September, you've gone through pretty much most of September totally, but the end of September you might feel a little bit like this card, really exhausted, and you're like, how am I doing? I've been working so hard, I don't know what's going on. Try to ignore the numbers. You're going to need to keep doing the work, to keep making it grow, to be consistent. That consistency is going to build trust later. And, like if you were passing by this farm and seeing a farmer just looking at his crops and not doing any work, you're like, okay, he's not reliable. Okay, look, I mean, the sun is going to set and he's still looking at his product. He's got to do more work. There's a lot more work to be done. So this card is really about warning you about the warning of don't stop to look at your success for too long. And don't stop to wonder about what people are doing with numbers. Don't worry about the numbers. Don't worry about the numbers. Not now. It's too soon to worry about the numbers. Okay? How many pentacles did we get? Oh my God. We got, let's see. We had the Ace of Pentacles. We had the Two of Pentacles. We had Three of Pentacles. We had Eight of Pentacles and Seven of Pentacles. That is 5 Pentacle cards out of 9 cards. I mean, that's pretty incredible. It is all about the money this month, it seems like. And I think it's exciting, don't you? I think it's very exciting. So I can't leave you like this, okay? This is, we just got into like the juiciest piece of this, this reading, and I'm done with my cards. But I have a bonus for you. I put together some cards of my own, and they're basically final solution cards that I created. They do not exist anywhere except for with me. And I decided that I'm going to pull 3 for us and see if we can get some solutions as we're going through this incredible month. So let's see what cards. My final solution for Leos for the month of September 2018. What final solution cards can you offer us for Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, September 2018. We need some good ones. All right, okay. The first one is create time. And that's pretty simple. Create time. So, during this month, you're analyzing a lot and evaluating a lot. So, at the same time, why not just cut out all of the fat out of your schedule? I mean, it just is gonna make sense. So creating time is really not some kind of magical thing where you create time, except for you just go through your schedule and see where you can emit things like, do you really need to spend 2 hours watching a certain program, or do you need to really spend 15 minutes doing a certain thing that you don't like doing anymore, or it's not really necessary anymore. Set up some priorities, and then from setting up your priorities, you realize, this is not a priority for me anymore. You're out. All right, the second card is logic. And the logic is pretty much kind of goes with the whole create time. And whenever you're going to have to make those decisions that we talked about earlier, making this month, just try to look at everything very practically. I mean, look at reports of proven statistics and try to streamline your process. Assess all of your assets, right? Just check off all the things that you've got going for yourself and make sure that they're running smoothly. Then the last one is intuition. And it's just using your gut to really decide or figure out, is this gonna work? Are the statistics gonna back it up? Sure. And look over your possibilities, look over your options, but then there has to be some kind of unchartable, undescribable force of nature that comes from within that you're going to have to depend on and you're going to have to lean into. And for a lot of people, intuition is the best thing that they have. It can do wonders. It can do wonders when you trust your intuition. And I think really trusting your intuition really means preparing as best as you can by learning about the things that you need to learn, giving your dreams enough time to play out in your mind, and really visualizing how things are going to be done. And maybe you don't know every nut and every bolt and every method, but there's something to a feeling like, I think this is going to work, or I think we need to check that one more time, that kind of thing. Any possibility could go either way, but as long as you begin to trust your intuition while you're making these decisions. I mean, I don't know about you, but these final solutions really match everything that we've been talking about in the reading. And I'm really excited for what this could be, what we're creating here. We could be creating something really powerful, incredible. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens in October. All right, Leos, I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed doing these readings these past few months, and I'm gonna just continue to do these readings and see if they help someone out there. If it helps even one person, I will be ecstatic and happy about that. So I wish you so many blessings for the month of September, that your dreams are so big and so wonderful that they just bring you so much wealth and happiness. Remember, this channel is dedicated to you and to you alone, Leos.